This is a Zac Feldmen Show replay on ZRadioLive.com.
Happy Wednesday. I'm so glad everybody was able to join us here today because we have a huge, packed out show today. But first, let's go straight to the phones because joining us over the phone right now, he's an electronic music artist and he has a brand new EP just coming out called Cosmic Purpose. And we're going to hear the hit song on there, Who Am I, in just a few seconds here. But first, it is Raybot. Raybot, thanks so much for joining me here on the Zac Feldmen Show. How's everything going?
Everything's going great. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, anytime. So first off, I mean, congratulations on the very first EP you've ever made. How does that feel?
It feels like I'm floating on air.
It feels like relief, right?
It's like relief, but it's sad that it's over. That you worked so hard on it.
Yeah, that's
fair. And now you're feeling anxious of like how people are going to react to your EP. But all in all, I'm nervous sighted.
So the EP's out now, so tell me about, those feelings of just, the feeling that your work's finally out there. I mean, what's going through your mind? What's been the response?
So response has been pretty good overall, which I'm so happy. My friends listened to it for the first time. They were super excited. And in turn, I'm super excited that they're super excited. So if people are super excited, that's going to make me really super excited. And just going to, make me keep working harder on maybe the next project that's coming out in the future. So
this album's obviously all electronic. It's all kind of, I guess, instrumental to say because there's no lyrics. It's all just, electronically produced music. For you as an artist, were you always into electronic music? Was that something you always wanted to do?
Yes, because for me at least, you can express emotions through artificial sounds, just like how you can express emotion through words with poetry. So there's a really sweet combination of synth, and you could throw in some like maybe orchestral pieces in there as well that makes it more human in a way.
But it's still, it's all through computer, but at the same time, you're the one producing the music.
Yes.
What is that feeling like, when you're on the computer, and you're trying to figure out a beat? What's going through your mind there?
So when I'm making a song, I just play whatever that comes to mind. And like whatever sticks to me the hardest, I'll just replay it over and over until it becomes muscle memory. Mm-hmm. And like when I have like just enough to arrange it, I try to make it sound beautiful. Like even though it could be like a hard hitting beat, dance to, I just want to have that emotional connection in the music. So like there was some stuff where it's like swelling up. It could be like a big wall of emotion. And there could be times where it's quiet.
That's awesome. I mean, yeah, but your creativity is always flowing through you, and especially with this EP too, because you just released a few songs off of it for it, including the song we're going to hear in just a little bit called "Who Am I." Is this your favorite song you've created on this EP?
Yes, it is actually. It was almost scrapped.
Oh, tell me about that.
Yeah. So when I was creating Who Am I was stuck on the intro, and I didn't have any inspiration to take it somewhere until I researched something called depersonalization, which is like a medical condition where people don't know reality as much, like they separate it from themselves. So I took that idea, the idea of depersonalization, and I added into the song, and I named it "Who Am I?" Because again, with depersonalization, you don't know yourself. So in the song, there's like, I don't want to give it too much, but it's kind of like you're singing to yourself in a way.
So when you're on the timeline and you're producing the music, obviously because synth doesn't have lyrics, when you're feeling the music, then are you noticing kind of where you're like, okay, here's where I want the audience to get that breath, or like how does that translate? since there's no lyrics?
It translates to how the music is going. Like obviously you're gonna have this big dance, but in the middle of the song, there's like a nice breath of fresh air where you could like relax, center yourself.
Yeah.
And sometimes I give little insights on each song so that people can know what the song is about. But I also want them to have their own interpretation as well.
Yeah, first listen for me, it was super relaxing. It's got that mellow feel, and I'm excited for people to hear it because it's got all the elements of like a big song, but obviously made by an indie artist like you, and I think that's really, really cool.
Thank you.
What do you want next for your career, as an artist?
To create more EP and hopefully a debut album down the road.
What separated you from creating that debut album? Were you just not? Did you feel like you just weren't ready for it, or how come go the EP route? Just easier, or where does that come from?
I think it's mostly because it's easier. I'm still a little unknown, so I just want to like build myself up there, up to that point of, all right, I have a following, a bigger following than I have now. I have more support. I'm more well known. So an EP here and there is like a great stepping stone to like the big jump.
That's awesome. And that's really, really great because it shows your passion and it shows your worth, and for the start, and then you can produce even more too at the same time. For those who are just hearing about you now, and are about to hear the song, what's the one thing you want them to pull away from your style of music?
It's very different. It strays away from the classic formula that the music industry has now. So whenever you listen to one of my songs, it's unpredictable of where it's going.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's really exciting to see, what's next for you in the music realm because of how cool this song is and how mellow, chill it is. Literally, it's like the perfect instrumental beat for those. Or would you ever collaborate with anybody, for to actually make like, a lyrical song?
I would. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking of doing one with this song, Who Am I? But I feel like the audience should interpret it for themselves.
Interesting. It's a nice little art form then, in a sense.
Exactly.
What's next for you in the future here? Where are we going to go next with this career?
So, since Cosmic Purpose is out now, I'm looking forward to taking just a small break and just get right back into it.
Oh, easy, simple,
very simple.
Hopefully, the little break will be enough to get your mind refreshed and start up new in there. Any DJing tours at all coming soon? Maybe we're going to see you somewhere out there.
DJ, not sure yet. I'm more of a nomad DJ, so whenever they want me to DJ, I'll DJ in New York City, maybe upstate, maybe even Long Island. But for right now, I'm just going to take a nice summer break.
Hell yeah.
From all the craziness.
Hell yeah. That's the way to do it. Promote that EP and get that shit out there, and then take the summer out to relax and be like, hey, I made that shit.
Exactly.
That's the way to do it. Well, Raybot, thank you so much for joining me here on the Zac Feldmen Show. Best of luck with the career. Best of luck with the music. But right now, we're going to hear your brand new song, Who Am I? But before you do, where can people find you online?
You can find me on Instagram at official_Raybot. You can find me on Facebook, Raybotic Official, X, and SoundCloud or Mixcloud, Official Raybot, YouTube, same Official Raybot. And that's where you can find me.
Nice. And Spotify too, right?
Spotify, Apple, the whole streaming services package.
Hell yeah. And you can listen to this brand new song too. It's out now on Spotify, but instead of going to Spotify, you can listen to it right here on ZRadio Live. It's Who Am I by Raybot, and it plays right now on the website music station ZRadio Live. Raybot, thanks again for joining me here on the Zac Feldmen Show, and best of luck with everything.
Thank you so much.
Want to hear more? Listen to the Zac Feldmen Show every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on ZRadioLive.com.